Alright, for this presentation, I will start with a brief introduction of EcoPrint, including the company profile, overview, vision and mission, and the products and services we offer. Then, we will move on to the cash flow section, where we will explain the cash flow statement and cash flow diagram. After that, we will cover the income or profit and loss statement to show how the business is performing financially. Next, we will explain the balance sheet, which show EcoPrint's overall financial position. And lastly, we will wrap up the presentation with a conclusion based on the overall financial analysis. The eco-printing company is called as Inkly.co. It's based in Selangor, Malaysia, and was established in December 2021. Inkly.co is a manufacturing and service-based business, and it mainly operates in the printing supplies and office equipment industry. EcoPrint is a printing solutions company established to provide affordable, sustainable, and reliable printing products and services. The company focuses on supplying compatible ink cartridge, refillable ink systems, and basic printer maintenance services to meet the needs of cost-conscious and environmentally aware consumers. EcoPrint aims to reduce printing costs while maintaining high-quality output comparable to original equipment manufacturer (OEM) standards by combining economic efficiency with eco-friendly practices. EcoPrint operates with a customer-oriented approach to ensure that these products are easy to use, compatible with common printer models, and supported by after-sale services. The company targets high-demand printing users such as students, small and medium enterprises, home users, and office environments. Our vision is to become a trusted and leading provider of affordable and sustainable printing solutions that support cost efficiency and environmental responsibility, while our mission is EcoPrint is committed to delivering high quality, cost-effective, and eco-friendly printing products by providing reliable ink cartridge and refill solution at affordable prices, reducing environmental impact through recyclable materials and refill systems, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality assurance and after-sales support, and supporting students, SMEs, and home users with practical and accessible printing solution. Our core products and services are compatible ink cartridges, refillable ink systems, printer maintenance and support services, and also bundle package. For compatible ink cartridges, it's designed to deliver high-quality prints while being significantly more affordable than OEM alternative. Each cartridge is tested for compatibility and performance to ensure reliable usage. EcoPrint also provides refillable ink solutions that help customers reduce printing costs and minimize waste to support long-term sustainability. Basic maintenance services such as cleaning, inspections, and minor repairs are offered to extend printer lifespan and ensure consistent performance. And lastly, EcoPrint also offers printer and ink bundle deals that provide better value and convenience for customers, especially students and small businesses. Our target customers are students, small and medium enterprise, home users, and government staff or teachers. Firstly, we have students. They often need to print assignments, notes, and other academic stuff. So EcoPrint offers affordable printing solution to help them cut down on education-related costs. Next, we target SMEs or small and medium enterprises. These businesses print things like invoices, documents, and reports regularly. EcoPrint helps by offering reliable and cost-effective printing options to support their day-to-day operations. We also have home users. Since remote work and online learning have increased, many people need printing solution at home. We provide simple, affordable, and dependable products for them too. Lastly, we have government staff or teachers. They usually handle high volumes of printing, especially for admin and educational purposes. That's why they need consistent ink quality and equipment they can rely on, and that's where EcoPrints comes in.
Now, I will present about the cash flow analysis of the business, which is conducted to evaluate its financial sustainability, liquidity position, and overall cash management performance. To begin with, I will explain the cash inflow of the business. The company starts with an opening cash balance of 150,000 ringgit in year 1, and it generates a consistent annual revenue of 96,000 ringgit throughout the 5-year period. As a result, total cash available increases steadily from 246,000 ringgit in year 1 to 366 ringgit 982 by year 5, indicating stable revenue generation. Having examined the sources of cash inflows, I will now move on to discuss the cash outflows. The major expenses include raw materials, labor costs, employee benefits, marketing, utilities, and operational expenditures. These costs increased gradually over the years due to inflation and operational growth. However, total cash outflow remained controlled, rising from 51,600 ringgit in year 1 to 62,601 ringgit in year 5. After identifying both inflows and outflow, we can now analyze the net cash flow. The net cash flow before tax remained positive across 5 years, although it shows a slight downward trend as operating costs increase. After applying a corporate tax rate of 24%, the net cash flow after tax continues to be positive, demonstrating consistent profitability throughout the period. Following the consideration of taxation, the closing cash balance is then determined to assess company liquidity position. The closing cash balance shows a continuous increase from 183,744 ringgit in year 1 to nearly 300,000 ringgit in year 5, which reflects strong liquidity and company's ability to meet its financial obligation while maintaining sufficient cash reserve. Based on this overall analysis, it can be concluded that the business demonstrates positive cash flows, manageable expense, and a strengthening cash position over the 5 years period. Therefore, the cash flow statement indicates that the business is financially viable and sustainable in long term. This is the cash flow diagram of the business, which provides a visual representation of how cash moves into and out of the business over the 5 years period. Starting from the initial point, the business begins with a start-out cash obtained from two main sources. First, a bank loan of 150,000 ringgit and next, owner's equity of 75,000 ringgit. This results in total initial opening cash of 235,000 ringgit. From this amount, initial start-up expense of 75,000 ringgit incurred to licensing, raw material, marketing and equipment, leaving a closing cash balance of 150,000 ringgit at the end of the startup phase. The net cash flow before tax remains positive in all 5 years. Even after applying tax rate of 24%, the business continues to record positive net cash flow. Consequently, the closing cash balance increases consistently from 183,744 ringgit in year 1 to nearly 300,000 ringgit in year 5. Overall, this cash flow diagram clearly illustrates that the business maintains a positive cash flow throughout all 5 years. The consistent increase in closing cash balance demonstrates effective financial management, strong liquidity, and long-term financial sustainability of the business.
Good day everyone. Firstly, I will explain the income or profit and loss statement for EcoPrint from year 1 to year 5 based on our financial table. Well, to begin with, let us look at the revenue. So, EcoPrint records a constant revenue of 96,000 ringgit each year from year 1 until year 5. This is because the company maintains a stable sales volume and consistent pricing. Next, we can look at the cost of goods sold or COGS. COGS increases from 27,600 ringgit in year 1 to 33,548 ringgit in year 5. This increase is mainly due to higher raw material costs and labor costs as production continues throughout the years. And after that, we obtain the gross profit. Gross profit starts at 68,400 ringgit in year 1 and slightly decreases to 62,400 ringgit and 452 ringgit in year 5. Well, this shows that although the revenue stays the same, production costs increases over time. Well, we're moving on. EcoPrint has operating expenses such as marketing, transport, we have salaries, utilities, and maintenance, and also insurance. Well, the total operating expenses, it increases from 22,800 ringgit in year 1 to 27,000 ringgit and 852 ringgit in year 5 due to rising operational costs. Finally, we can look at the net income. Net income decreases from 33,700 ringgit for 744 ringgit in year 1 to 25,383 ringgit in year 5. It is after interest and tax. Well, however, we can see that the business records it stays positive every year. And to summarize all of this, I think that EcoPrint remains profitable even though costs increases over the time, throughout all the years. Well, therefore, the income or profit and loss statement, it proves that EcoPrint is financially stable and sustainable. It's a sustainable business. Thank you.
This slide shows the projected balance sheet of our business over 5 years. The balance sheet summarizes what the company owns as assets and how it is financed through liabilities and equity. First, looking at the asset section, cash and bank balance increases steadily from 182,744 in year 1 to 296,365 in year 5. This indicates strong cash flow generation and good liquidity, meaning that the business has enough cash to support daily operations and future growth. Inventory increases slightly each year from 80,000 to 21,879, which reflects controlled inventory growth in line with increasing production and sales demand. Equipment remains constant at 10,000, showing that no major additional capital expenditure is required after the initial setup. License is fixed at 35,000, representing a stable long-term operating cost. Overall, total asset grew from 246,744 in year 1 to 363,244 in year 5, showing that steady business expansion. Next, looking at liabilities and equity, loan payable remain constant at 150,000, indicating stable financing with no additional borrowing during the projection period. Initial share capital stay at 75,000, showing no new equity injection is required. Retained earnings increased significantly from 31,744 to 138,244, which reflect accumulated profit reinvested back into the business. This shows that business growth is mainly supported by internal profit rather than additional loans. Finally, total liabilities and equity match total assets each year, which confirm that the balance sheet is balanced and financially sound. In conclusion, this balance sheet show that the business has strong liquidity, controlled liabilities, increasing retained earnings, and sustainable long-term growth. Based on the financial statement presented, the EcoPrint business demonstrates strong financial viability and long-term sustainability. The cash flow analysis shows consistent positive net cash flow across the 5-year projection period, indicating that the business is able to generate sufficient inflows to cover operating costs while maintaining healthy liquidity. This ensures that the company ability to meet short-term obligations and reinvest in operation without financial strain. The income statement further support the profitability of the business. EcoPrint achieved stable revenue growth year-on-year, driven by affordable pricing, repeat purchases, and maintenance services. Relatively low cost of goods sold compared to total revenue result in high gross profit margin, while controlled operating expenses allow the company to maintain strong net profit. This highlights the effectiveness of the pricing strategy and cost management approach adopted in the business model. The balance sheet reflects a sound financial position, with total assets increasing steadily over the years due to reinvestment in equipment, inventory, and retained earnings. At the same time, liabilities are managed effectively through gradual loan repayments and controlled supply credit. The continuous growth in equity indicates that the business is creating value for its owner and strengthening its financial foundation over time. Overall, the financial analysis confirmed that EcoPrint is economically feasible and capable of achieving its target monthly profit of 12,000. When combined with its strong market demand, effective branding and marketing strategies, and focus on sustainable printing solution, EcoPrint presents well-balanced business model with low financial risk and high growth potential. The result of this engineering economic evaluation is support the implementation of the EcoPrint business as a profitable and sustainable venture. That's all. Thank you.
I think that's all from our company presentation for EcoPrint Inc. Thank you for watching. Bye.